You are watching my weekly live plant-based cooking class. Today we're making Moroccan cauliflower and date tagine. You can get the recipe at 𝑽𝒆𝒈𝒂𝒃𝒍𝒆. It's the most recent blog post recipe up on the site. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of all the ingredients you need so you guys can cook along with us live today if you want to, okay? So you're gonna need some spelt flour or any flour of choice, but I love spelt flour because it's kind of a healthier alternative to regular flour, right? Because this is a whole grain, okay? So if you haven't heard of spelt flour, definitely recommend it. You might want to check this baby out. And you're going to need some chili powder, coriander, cumin, cardamom, ground ginger, cinnamon, black pepper, olive oil, garlic, onions, cauliflower, 1 can of crushed tomatoes, a couple dates, some veggie stock, and some couscous. And if you want some little garnishes to make it look pretty at the end, you can use cilantro or mint. All right, guys, that's everything you need, and all of those recipe details are at 𝑽𝒆𝒈𝒂𝒃𝒍𝒆. So let me know in the chat if you're cooking along with us live today, or if you're just hanging out and here to learn some new plant-based recipes and to spread that plant-based love. Let me know in the chat right now if you're cooking along live or if you're just hanging with us today and you're gonna make this recipe later. Okay, hi Karen, hi Ricky Corprin, Rebecca's tuning in from Napa, California. Kevin Irwin, where are you tuning in from? Robert, where are you right now? What's up, guys? Hi Marcos, hi Michi Graciano. Industry is here. What's going on, Industry? Alexis Barella. Hi, Alexis. Hi, John Bone. Hello, everybody. Jacqueline's here. She says, so excited to learn some Moroccan flavor tonight. Yes. I don't know if you guys are that familiar with Moroccan food, but if you aren't, it is amazing. The flavors in Moroccan food are so aromatic that they are just kind of like, you know, an amazing roller coaster ride for your taste buds. So if you haven't been put on to Moroccan food yet, I'm very excited that I'm gonna be the one putting you on, because once you get into Moroccan food, you're gonna be so happy that you discovered it, because it is just, like I said, incredibly flavorful, all right? So as you can see, this recipe has a lot of ingredients. Why? Because there's so many awesome spices to create these amazing flavors, right? So the ingredient list might look a little bit longer than usual. You guys know I like to keep these recipes short and sweet and really easy, but that's okay because this recipe is still very easy. Yes, we need a lot of spices to make it taste incredible, but it's still a super easy recipe, so don't worry about that, all right? Hi, Jane Wright, what's going on? And Karen's here with Tita and Papa. Yay, hello, Tita and Papa. Mwah, extra kisses for you guys. All right, guys, are you ready to get started with the recipe? Don't forget, you can go to 𝑽𝒆𝒈𝒂𝒃𝒍𝒆 and you can click on the recipe right here, all right? And here's all the ingredients you need. And you can see there's only 3 short little steps to make this recipe, guys. It's really simple to make this recipe. So just go to 𝑽𝒆𝒈𝒂𝒃𝒍𝒆 and you can follow along with us right now, all right? So I'm gonna be using my TM6 robot chef today. You guys know about my robot. He cooks along with us every single Sunday because he does most of the cooking for me. So that's how it's really easy for me to do these live classes, because while he's cooking, we can chat and do Q&A and a whole bunch of other fun stuff, right? So if you are using TM6, awesome, just pull up the cauliflower and date tagine recipe. If you're not, you can absolutely make this on your stove, super simple. So the first thing we're gonna do, which is an optional step, is dry roast all your spices. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have ever done that before, but when you dry roast your spices, you really bring out that flavor even more. So that's a cool little tip if you didn't know about that. So you can dry roast your spices right on the pan before we start adding all the other stuff. And my robot chef is gonna dry roast it for us as well, all right? So I click start cooking, and the first step he's saying is to add a ½ ounce of all-purpose flour. Like I said before, we're gonna be using spelt flour instead of all-purpose flour today. Why? Because it's the healthier alternative. Yes, you know about that. All right, guys, it's not, these plant-based cooking classes are not about switching to plant-based alternatives. It's also about switching to the healthier alternatives, right? So it's a lifestyle about changing how you think about food in general, okay? So we are switching to the healthier alternatives and the plant-based alternatives so that you can just have a better relationship with food overall, all right? And this is another guilt-free recipe that I love, and it's just I'm just so excited for you guys to taste it because I know you're gonna love it too. All right, so the first step is to add your flour. If you don't have spelt flour, that's fine. You can totally use all-purpose flour. It's just a tiny bit of flour that we need, just about this much. So feel free to use what you have, but pick up some spelt flour for the future, okay? So you can use this in place of all-purpose flour in practically any recipe. And if you're gluten-free, just use some gluten-free flour, or maybe some amaranth, or whatever your favorite gluten-free alternative is for flour, okay? So the first step is to add 1/2 ounce of your flour of choice. So my robot chef is weighing that for us, but feel free to just, put in the flour that you have ready, or if you need to measure it, you can just Google a quick conversion of ounces to cups, or it's teaspoons, or whatever kinds of measurement preferences you want, okay? Hi, Anissa. What's going on, Anissa? Hi, Marie. Hi, Keisha Tave. I missed all you girls last week. I totally did. I know that I didn't do my class last Sunday because it was my birthday weekend and I was cooking up something pretty exciting for everyone. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed it yet, but if you've been to the veganercooking.com website, you'll see the website has a complete redesign, and there is a brand new vegan transition workshop on the homepage. If you haven't noticed it yet, it's basically a free 30-minute workshop that I created night and day for the past few weeks to help anyone who is kind of a beginner to the plant-based lifestyle and wants to know how they can transition in the easiest, most delicious, most efficient way possible. So that free 30-minute workshop is available on the site now, but it's still in beta mode. Right now it's mostly audio, so stay tuned for a lot of updates. I'm going to be adding a lot of really cool visuals and stuff to that as well. But it is a very exciting launch. So I hope you guys have seen it. If you haven't, be sure to check it out later, and I'll let you know when I add even more cool updates to the workshop. But that is my gift to my beginner community on my birthday. Yes, it was launched on my birthday to try to help people transition and help inspire people to transition and help them transition in a way that doesn't make it so hard, right? Because we've all had so many struggles trying to transition. So this workshop is kind of my way of helping provide a resource to help offset all of those most common struggles that we all go through when we're trying to transition, right? All right, guys, moving along in the recipe, the next step is to add some chili powder. So you only need 1/2 teaspoon of your chili powder. All right, guys, 1/2 teaspoon. So pull out your measuring spoons if you are cooking along with me live right now, and pop in that chili powder. Here we go. And I click next. Are you guys with me? Are you cooking along with me live? Do you have all of your ingredients prepped and ready to go? The next step is to add some coriander. You're gonna need a tablespoon of coriander. Quick little tip. So if your tablespoon doesn't fit inside your spice jar, what you can do, 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So you can use 3 teaspoons, or if your 1/2 teaspoon fits inside, 1/2 tablespoon fits inside, you can just do 2 of your 1/2 tablespoons, obviously. But sometimes this, I know it doesn't fit inside some of the jars either, so you can just do 3 teaspoons, all right? To make it easy, so you're not sitting there trying to pour it and spills all over the place, all right, guys? So we are doing a tablespoon of coriander, all right? Are you with me? Are you cooking along with me live? Are you just hanging out in the chat? If you're hanging out in the chat, I know there are a lot of familiar faces in there. I hope you guys are all saying hi to each other, showing that plant-based love. Oh, my Spain family is here. Hello, Marissa and the rest of my Spain family. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Christian. Hi, Marcos. Hi, Mitchie. What's up, everybody? Jennifer Barrios is here. Rebecca says, happy late birthday. Mine was the 10th. Oh, another Libra, Rebecca. Happy belated to you as well. Hi, Clixius Camillo. Hi, Karen Adams. What's going on, everybody? Hi, Alone for the Duration. All right, so we just added our coriander. We click next, and the next step is to add some cumin. We are doing a tablespoon of cumin, all right, guys? So again, I'm just gonna do 2 halves to to make it easier so I don't have to worry about spilling this. There we go. You see how many spices we're putting in here? It's a lot. That's why this dish tastes so amazing. So my robot is saying 5 cardamom pods, which is equal to about 1/4 teaspoon of ground cardamom. All right, guys? So don't forget cardamom. This is my favorite spice. I know you guys have seen me mention this a few times. We used this spice when we made the homemade chai tea latte. So you probably still have this in your cabinet from that recipe in that cooking class. So cardamom, you know, you only need a tiny bit. This stuff is expensive and a little goes a long way. So 1/4 teaspoon of that because that stuff is super flavorful. We click next, and now you're gonna need 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. All right, guys, are you with me? Are you excited? I know I am. Wait till you see how your whole house is gonna smell once you make this recipe. And I'm telling you, what I love about this recipe is you can make it look the presentation so beautiful as well, that it's really a great recipe when you have company over, right? So if you're looking to impress some guests and be like, look at this fancy, exotic, international meal that I made for you guys, this Moroccan tagine will be sure to please, all right? So definitely recommend it for if you're having a little dinner party. Okay, so my robot chef is saying to put in a cinnamon stick. But to make it a little easier for you guys, when I adapted this recipe for the website, you can just put a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon instead of a stick, okay? But hey, if you have sticks, by all means, you can use that, but you are going to need to grind that stick later. I know my robot chef can handle some serious grinding, but just, you know, to make this recipe easier, let's just go ahead and use the ground, what did I say, 1/2 teaspoon? The ground cinnamon, so you guys don't have to worry about grinding any of these spices, okay? That's we're using stuff that's already ground, so this way you don't have to worry about that. But the cool thing about using, you know, cardamom pods and, you know, the cinnamon sticks and stuff like that is when you roast the actual full thing instead of the grinded version of it, you get even more flavors out of it. So that's why my fancy robot chef is over here is saying to use, you know, the actual cinnamon sticks and stuff, because he's going to dry roast that and then grind that all up. But I've simplified this recipe for you guys. We're using stuff that's pre-ground, and if you want to skip the dry roasting step, you absolutely can. It's still gonna taste awesome either way, but if you want to get super fancy, feel free to start off with the dry roasting, okay? So after the cinnamon, you're gonna add some black pepper, so 6 peppercorns, and you can just, again, grind that so you don't have to grind that later. Just grind it right in there to approximately what you believe 6 peppercorns worth of pepper is, okay? But feel free to eyeball that and just, you know, use how much pepper you personally love, okay? All right, guys, I don't worry too much about exact measurements because that kind of takes the fun out of cooking. Cooking is supposed to be an opportunity for you to get creative, for you to learn, for you to experiment. So don't worry too much about that. Durgav says, what are you making? We are making Moroccan cauliflower and date tagine. It is a vegan vegetable tagine that is incredibly flavorful, and you can get the recipe at beginnercooking.com. It's the most recent recipe posted up there right now, okay? So we click next. So here are all the spices you can see ready to be dry roasted. All right, guys, this is where we're at in the recipes. The first step is dry roasting all of those spices, all right, for 6 minutes. All right, and again, if you want to skip this step, you absolutely can, but it's super simple to dry roast it on your pan, okay? No big deal. It's something that if you really want to bring out the flavors of this tagine, give it a try, right? But if you're in a rush and you want to save 6 minutes, skip this step and just use the spices as is, okay? Hi, Hannah. Hannah says, sounds yummy, my kind of food. Well, I'll make this for you sometime, Hannah, or better yet, go get the recipe and make it. Try it. Let me know what you think. Livia Popa is here. Karen says, pretty top. Thank you so much. You guys know how much I love sparkles, right? Barry Sanders is here. Michael Harb is here. Marie says, looks delicious. Can't wait for you to try it. Jacqueline says, love dry roasting the spices. That's such an awesome trick. Curry style. Yes, Jacqueline, have you ever tried that before? Have you ever done some dry roasting? Because I tell you, before my robot chef, I never did any dry roasting. This was something that he taught me. He taught me this trick. It was something I never even thought of to do before, to be completely honest. Evelina is here. Jane says, I love cumin. Shacklin McCormick is here. Hello, Shacklin, aka Shaq, my girl Shaq. How you doing, babe? And DJ Ease is here. Libra's in the building, yes. Hi, Patricia. Hi, DJ Ease. DJ Ease's birthday was on the 9th. Happy belated to you, too. We got a lot of October B-Days up in here. That's awesome. Hi, Jennifer Barrios. All right, guys. So now, what I want to talk to you real quick is about the couscous, because while you have, you know, your tagine, your cauliflower and date mixture cooking on the stove, you want to go and cook your couscous during that time. All right, so there are two kinds of couscous. I'm sure you guys know. There is the tiny couscous, which is the quick cooking couscous that all you need to do is pretty much boil some water, pour it on top, and just let it sit. And it will, you don't even need to do this on the stove. Just off the stove, you can just put this couscous in a heat-proof bowl, pour the boiling water over it, just use the measurements it says on the back, and you can have quick couscous like that. But for this recipe, I am using pearl couscous. Pearl couscous is they look like little pearls, these little circles, okay? This couscous you do have to make on the stove, but again, it's super, super easy. You kind of make it the same way you'd make quinoa. So all you have to do is, again, just follow the instructions on the back as far as the measurements. And you just boil the water, put this in, let it sit on the stove in the simmer position. You can add a little olive oil or a little vegan butter to it if you want. And then that just automatically will cook in that simmer mode in a matter of minutes. All right, guys? So super easy. So while your tagine is cooking and making your house smell amazing, you can go and prepare your couscous during that time. All right? I have already prepared our couscous for today. I'll show you guys. So it is ready to go. So we're going to be pouring our tagine, our cauliflower and date tagine, on top of this to serve later, okay? But it tastes amazing poured over either kind of couscous. So whichever couscous you have in your house, you can use. Karen says, I love the pearl couscous. Yeah, you know, I love changing it up, because they both kind of, even though they're very similar, they have very different qualities to it, and it kind of, you know, it changes the taste and the texture a little bit of the meal. So it's kind of fun to just rotate every now and then, which is I do. I just kind of use whatever I have in there and just take turns. Alina says, what's your favorite couscous brands? You know, I'm not really brand specific when it comes to couscous. This particular one is Rice Select, and this one is Bob's Red Mill. So really just, you know, whatever you have access to, if something's on sale, grab that one. So yeah. Couscous isn't really something where you really have to be, you know, super brand specific like other things, okay? But yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in, again, we're making Moroccan cauliflower and date tagine. You can get the recipe at beginnercooking.com. It's the most recent recipe posted there. Right now we are dry roasting the spices for about a minute longer, and then we are going to get right into the cooking. And if you guys need to know the list of ingredients, here it is right up here on the website, okay, for you to follow along if you're cooking with us live right now. And don't forget, I'm going to be announcing our weekly giveaway winner later on in the class, so don't go anywhere. If you shared the last cooking class that we did together, remember I was wearing orange earrings? Remember my inspiration earrings, guys? My inspiration earrings? Hope you guys didn't forget about the giveaway, because I didn't. I give away a free pair of inspiration earrings at every single cooking class. The only thing you have to do to enter to win these gorgeous earrings is click the share button. That's right, click the share button right now, and you will automatically be entered to win these earrings. These are the kiwi earrings that I'll be announcing at the next class. But if you share the last class, then you might be the winner of these orange earrings, which I will be announcing later. So don't go anywhere so you can see if you won. All right, guys? So these earrings, I call them inspiration earrings. Why? Because they inspire people around you to eat more plants, right? Because it's all about spreading that plant-based love. And when you wear them, it's a reminder of how proud you should be of yourself for transitioning to a plant-based lifestyle. So it's kind of a way to just kind of thank yourself and remind yourself. So here we are going to add right now an ounce of olive oil, okay? And my robot is weighing that for me as we put it in, but feel free to weigh that in whatever measurements are convenient for you. All right, guys? So 1 ounce of olive oil, that's where we are in the recipe right now. And done. We click next. And the next step is to add 2 garlic cloves, okay? Use fresh garlic, peel it fresh. It does make a difference, all right? There we go, pop that in. The next step is to add 3.5 ounces of onions, all right, guys? Pop in your onions. And I click next. And we're gonna put the top on. So here we have the garlic, the onions, the olive oil, and the spices. All going to be chopped together. And this is our base flavor, right, guys? This is our base flavor where we really, this is what's gonna make the tagine taste so amazing and so incredibly flavorful and aromatic, okay? Jennifer Barrio says, love my Thermomix, right? Don't you? Don't you just love it? Because it does everything. Look at how easy and quick it was. That all of that was just chopped up so fast, right? I mean, imagine having to chop all that by hand. That was one of the reasons why I didn't cook that as much before I got my robot chef, because really, like, I just don't like when things aren't efficient. I'm all about saving time and making things faster. So once, I got my robot chef and he just kind of does so much of the work for me, it just really made my life so much easier, and it made me want to cook more. It made me want to get in the kitchen and just do more. All right, guys, so right now we are going to saute your garlic and onions and olive oil with all those spices for 10 minutes on your stove, okay? You want to cook that on your stove. You do want to move that around in the pan a little bit. My Thermomix is stirring it for us, so that's great because I can hang out with you guys and spend more time with you. But definitely if you're doing this on the stove, you do want to watch it, move it around, make sure everything gets really nice, okay? Marie says the recipe looks antiviral to prevent illness. Onions and garlic kill bacteria. Look at you, Marie, a little health coach over there, huh? Alina says she prefers the tiny couscous. I know you do, actually. I actually could have answered that question for you, Alina. And Durgov says, nice mixer grinder. Can I know the model of the mixer? Yeah, I call it my robot chef, but it's actually called the Thermomix. The model is the TM6. And I share a whole bunch of info about it on my website, 𝑽𝒈𝒈𝒄𝒄𝒂𝒏. Just click on Robot Chef, and I have promo codes. I can hook you up with like a free gift, and I have all the goodies for this thing. So definitely just, you can sign up for a free demo. I'll show you how it works on Zoom if you want. Hook you up with that promo code and answer any questions you have. Yeah, the Thermomix is super awesome. Definitely my favorite kitchen appliance that I've ever tried, and I've tried many because like I said, I've wanted to make my life easier in the kitchen. So highly recommend the Thermomix. If you're thinking about it, you can learn more about that on my site, 𝑽𝒈𝒈𝒄𝒄𝒂𝒏. Just click on Robot Chef. All right, and Haiku says, I love you. Oh, I love you too, Haiku Ben. So Alina here, she said, I don't know if you guys peeped that, she said, I grew up eating that one in Morocco. So we have someone in the chat right now who is Moroccan, who was born in Morocco, and who actually put me on to these tagines. One of the first couple times that I ever had Moroccan food in my life was with her. So thank you, Alina, for putting me on to this incredibly amazing Moroccan food, because Moroccan food is just probably just one of my favorite types of food. Absolutely hands down. Always love the energy you bring. Thank you, Jacqueline. I really missed you guys last week. I'm telling you, it feels like forever ago. Just skipping 1 week of doing these classes with you guys, it feels like so long. But when we do it every week, it's just like, yeah. I feel like I see you all the time. So it's crazy, like what a difference 1 week made. Because I really missed you guys. Last week. But I hope you love the gifts that I created for all of my beginner community members. Marie says, I shared this in all healthy groups and to my friends. Thank you, Marie. You are just the queen sharer over here for the beginner community. Thank you so much for always spreading that plant-based love. And let's see what else people are saying. I had tagine with my Lebanese friends. It's very tasty. Yes. Durgav says, thank you for the information. You're welcome. Elena says, love you. I love you more. You missed me too, Marie? Aw, thank you. I know, guys. This is just the highlight of my week, hanging out with you guys every Sunday. It really is just so fun. And next Sunday, because we're getting closer to Halloween, which is my favorite holiday, we're going to be making a fun Halloween recipe next Sunday. So make sure you guys check the site a few days before next week's class so you can see the cool recipe that we're going to be cooking together live next Sunday. And if you guys want to get dressed up for this cook-along, absolutely get dressed up. Put on a fun mask or some cat ears or whatever your favorite Halloween costume is and cook along with us next Sunday for a really fun Halloween recipe, all right? Hi Collide says pumpkin noodles. Ooh, that's a good idea. I'm not going to tell you what we're making though. It's a surprise. I always post the recipe that we're making during the cooking classes a few days before each class. So if you go to the beginnercooking.com website and you check the most recent post a few days before the class, that's how you find out what we're making together every week. And so you can cook along with us live, or you can just come hang out. And yeah, so next weekend is a really fun Halloween recipe. I encourage you guys to get dressed up and cook along with me live so we can have them. It's going to be easy, a super easy recipe, so it'll be easy to just kind of like party in your Halloween outfit while we're all cooking, all right? Jennifer Barrios says, I have to make a vegan dessert for a family experiencing crisis. Do you have any Thermomix suggestions? Oh, Jennifer, absolutely. First of all, I'm so sorry about the crisis. I hope everyone's okay and sending the family lots of love and blessings. But yes, Jennifer, let me think off the top of my head. If you go to the beginnercooking.com website and you can click on the dessert category, 90% of the recipes on my site are all inspired by the Thermomix. So they all originate from him, and then I will go and create a vegan version or just make it a little healthier and add a couple little tweaks of my own and post it on my site. So pretty much all the recipes come from the Thermomix. So if you click on the dessert tab right here, you can pull up and see all of the different cool, amazing, easy, delicious vegan desserts that I've made in the Thermomix. And hopefully, I'm sure there'll at least be a few good ones in there that would be great for a family gathering. But off the top of my head, I could think about the vegan pistachio cardamom ice cream. I don't know if you've tried that before. If it's going to be at your place, then you can absolutely do that one. But if you're looking for something that you can bring, the chewy cinnamon apple bars are awesome. And since it is apple season, I definitely recommend the apple crumble a la mode too is really good. If you and you can actually make homemade apple cider. We did in one of our previous cooking classes. We made homemade apple cider, and then we used the leftover apples to make the apple crumble recipe. So you could bring the apple cider and the apple crumble all from the same batch of apples, which are perfect to get right now since apples are in season. Or you can make the apple bars, or like I said, you can make the homemade ice cream. This homemade ice cream is my favorite. Or you can use my black bean brownie recipe, which isn't a Thermomix recipe, but you can absolutely make this in your Thermomix. And then the keto cookie doughs, if you want little like raw cookie dough fat bombs that people could just, you know, pick up and grab. That's a really cool idea too. Also inside the Thermomix database is a vegan chocolate cake recipe. I'm not sure if you saw yet, Jennifer, but the vegan chocolate cake recipe that is already inside this database is amazing. I've tried it a few times, and I will be adding that to the website in the near future as well. So that's another awesome suggestion. So I hope that helped. But yes, Jacqueline says, yes, can't wait for Halloween recipe. I will find a costume. Yes. And if you guys want to like take pictures, like cooking along, wearing your costume, I'll absolutely repost it on the Beginner Cooking Instagram and Facebook. So if you do dress up, extra bonus points for you. Would love to see you guys in your costumes cooking along with us. So definitely take some BTS photos and show me what you guys are doing. All right. Marie says, I love this holiday. Do you like to dress up? Marie, it is my absolute favorite holiday out of all the holidays. Everyone who knows me knows that Halloween is my jam. I've been to so many haunted houses in my life. Like, I love haunted houses. Even though haunted houses never scare me, I love them. And I just keep searching for, like, the best one. Like, all the time, I'm just constantly looking for, like, the best haunted houses in the world. So I'm still, like, on that mission to find one that can really, really scare me. I don't know about you guys. If you guys know of any really cool haunted houses, comment which ones are your favorites in the chat. I know we can't go to haunted houses right now because, you know, it's COVID time, it's a pandemic in the world, so I don't recommend doing that right now. But definitely, I'm sure haunted houses will be back in the game probably by next Halloween. So if you do have any favorite ones, comment in the chat. Let me know which ones are your favorite, okay? Let me see what else I missed people saying. Marie says, can I go live with you? I have to see if there's extra time at the end of the classes, then maybe we can bring some people on if you guys are wearing costumes. That could be fun. She said she has so many costumes. Yay, right? We all need an excuse of like where we're going to wear our costumes this year, right? Because we don't have any place to go because of COVID. So now you can wear your costumes at the cooking class. See, I've given you a reason to dress up because now we have, you know, something to do this Halloween. Can we do a cool TikTok date? Eat with me. That would be cool. like a duet, you mean? Jennifer says, what's the website again? It's beginnercooking.com. Just like the word beginner, but with a V. If someone can type it in the Facebook chat for her, beginnercooking.com. And you can just click on easy recipes and then click on desserts, okay? And you're very, very welcome, sweetheart. Jacqueline says, yep, I'm all about Halloween. All right, guys, so now that we have our flavor base ready to go, you can see that's all cooked up. Now we're going to add your cauliflower. So you want to rinse your cauliflower. I rinsed it with some, I let it sit with some vinegar, and then I rinsed it after that. Because you guys know I always recommend using a spray bottle with half water, half vinegar to use to spray your vegetables before you wash them. Just makes them, you know, even more clean. So we are adding our cauliflower. If you guys are doing this on the stove instead of with the Thermomix, you can absolutely just add this right on into the same pot on the stove right now, okay? All right, guys, there we go. Just clean my hands. So after you add the cauliflower, we click next, and we are adding 1 can of crushed tomatoes. So you guys know I always say when you look for your cans, look for the can that says no salt added and says non-BPA or BPA free, okay? So when you're picking up your cans of diced tomatoes or cans of anything for that matter, pick the ones that say no salt added and non-BPA, okay? So we're adding 1 can of diced tomatoes. Are you with me? Are you guys cooking along with me right now? Okay, next step, we are getting there, we're almost done. 2 to 4 dates. Now the dates, do not omit this step because the dates give the tagine the sweetness that you all know that tagine is supposed to have, okay? So the dates add that healthy little bit of sweetness. So depending on how sweet you like it, can be how many dates you put in, okay? I like it pretty sweet, so I'm gonna put in all 4 dates. These are kind of tiny anyway. And again, make sure you get the dates that are pitted, otherwise you will have to personally go in there and remove those pits, which is fine. It's easy to remove the pits from the inside, but again, to make life more efficient and easy, just get the dates that say pitted, all right? Saves you a step. Now we click next, and now we're adding your vegetable stock. So my robot is saying to add 5 ounces vegetable stock. So have you ever seen something where it says, oh, you know, add the liquid stock, but you don't have liquid stock, but let's say you have paste or you have a cube? That's totally fine, guys. That's totally fine. You can just substitute 1 cube is equal to 1 teaspoon of paste, and if you don't have the liquid stock, after you put the cube or the teaspoon of paste, you just add that amount of water, and there you have it, okay? So don't worry, very easy solution. So let me get my teaspoon out, and we are doing a teaspoon of the veggie stock, okay? There we go. And I'm just gonna make sure I get all of it out. All right, but feel free to use whatever you have. If you have the liquid, use the liquid. If you have the bouillon cubes, use the cubes. If you have the paste, use the paste. But what do you guys know what I'm gonna say? When you look for this stuff, because this stuff is always super high in sodium, try to pick the one that says reduced sodium. I like this brand's better than bouillon because they have a reduced sodium option, okay? And I prefer paste. But you know, you could even make your own homemade veggie stock paste. There's actually a recipe for that inside my TM6, which is pretty cool. But okay, so now that I added the paste, I need to add the water. Okay, 5 ounces. Click next. And here we have, this is what it looks like, guys. We added our tomatoes, we added our cauliflower, and we added our veggie stock, all right? Put the top on, click next, and now for 16 minutes, you are going to cook that mixture, and that's your tagine, guys. Then it's done, the recipe is done. Once this is done cooking, you pour that mixture over your couscous, and then we can garnish it with some fresh cilantro or some fresh mint, and then it's ready to serve, guys. That's it. So right now, during these last 15 minutes, while your tagine is cooking on the stove, this is the perfect time to go ahead and pull up another pot and make your couscous, okay? This is the ideal time so that your couscous is still warm, unlike mine, which is cold right now because it's been sitting out. So wait to the last step to go and start making your couscous, okay? All right, let's see what else I've been missing. Marie says, have I been to Toronto? I don't think I have. James says Cutting Edge in Dallas, Texas. Is that one of the haunted houses you recommend, James? I don't know about that one. I gotta look that one up. Marie says, Casa Loma Castle is very scary at Halloween. I don't know that one either. You guys, thank you. Thank you for these ideas. I'm going to look that one up too. Halloween's my jam too because I dress up in a costume every day. Every day. Jacqueline added the site for us. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Mohammed Berchani is here. Christian added the site. Thank you, Christian. Hi, Marla. Marie says, what brands do you like for canned food? I usually just go with the Whole Foods 365 brands because I know that they have all of the no salt added options. But again, it really doesn't matter. Just get what's the most convenient for you in whatever store you shop at. Hi, Diana Allen. Marie says, I love dates and to go on fun dates. Well, you can have a date anytime you want. This is a very healthy, delicious date. And extra sweet. Jacqueline says, love dried fruits with savory meals. Such a good flavor and texture. Yes, and speaking of texture, I'm not sure if you guys even realized, why did we add a little bit of flour to this recipe? Do you guys know why? I'll tell you. It's to add a little bit more texture to the tagine. If you notice, the tagine isn't like watery, right? Your tagine has a nice thick kind of texture to it, and that's because of the flour. That little tiny bit of flour in there gives it that thicker texture, okay? So that's the whole point of adding that in there. So don't skip that step either, okay? James said to Jane in Fort Worth, Cutting Edge. Jane, you're from Texas, right? Have you been there, Jane? Is it good? Can you vouch for that? Can you vouch for that haunted house right now? Okay. Let's see what I've missed over here. If you guys are on Instagram, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You gotta come over to Facebook. Come over to Facebook. I would love everyone to be all together in the same place so that we're all chatting with each other. And it's easier for me to look at one chat and not multiple chats. So if you guys are on Instagram in the future, please come over to Facebook Live where the real beginner party's at, all right? Where we all hang out with each other in the chat. So if you're watching on Instagram, please come over to Facebook for the future. And I promise it's even more fun up in here, all right? But just to check up what everyone's been saying over here, because I don't want to miss out on you guys. Let's see. La la la. Melina says pumpkin ice cream. I haven't made pumpkin ice cream yet. Have you? Is it good? Arlene and Tricky, hello, sweetheart. Welcome back. I'm glad you tuned in again. Hi, Clyde says happy Halloween. Almost. Next weekend, we'll come back for our Halloween recipe. Solji joins. Yo Wagwan joins. Hi, Kalai joins. Yeah, Alina says we go to a haunted house every year with Cheryl for the past 12 years. It hasn't been 12 years that we've been doing that? No. Well, we don't get to do it this year, which is why I'm making my own haunted cooking class instead. Call me Riaz, what's up? Hi, Khalid says Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye, that's a haunted town? Is that what you're trying to say? VKY Smalls is here. Dauntless Strength, what's going on? The Vegan Potter, Rush Communique. Send me a link to Facebook. The Facebook link is facebook.com/cheryl.tv. Yes, facebook.com/cheryl.tv. That's where I the majority of my beginner community hangs out on. So I would love to keep us all together so that we all really get to know each other and support each other and help each other through our transition process. So that we can continue to not only share our favorite plant-based recipes, but just make new vegan friends, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but when you transition to veganism, you start realizing, I don't have that many vegan friends. And then all of a sudden you just want more vegan friends because you want to be surrounded by like-minded individuals that are on a similar path as you to help support you and guide you throughout these similar journeys, right? So that is the whole point of this community that I'm trying to create, is a way for us to just kind of be there for each other, build friendships, and share our favorite recipes, like my robot chef does for us, right? Ronnie, what's going on, Ronnie? What's going on? Stuti, where are you tuning in from, Stuti? I think you're new. I don't recognize your name. Welcome. Jane has been to that haunted house, and she says it's a great haunted house. Jane, I'm meeting you there next Halloween, next October. We are going to that haunted house in Texas. I will be there. I can't wait. Marie says, do you like scary movies? Yes, it's another thing where I'm always on the search for like awesome scary movies. But again, it's really, really, really hard to scare me. That's probably why I'm like such a roller coaster buff, because I'm always looking for that scare, that thrill, you know? So I always also go and look for the craziest roller coaster rides in the world as well. Ada says, it's my first time here. Do you add the recipes on Cook? I do. I'm in the UK, vegan, and got the Thermomix about a month ago. Congratulations on getting your own robot chef. Are you loving it so far? I mean, this thing has changed my life, so you must be thrilled right now to have your new TM6. So congratulations, Ada. And yeah, so basically when I post the pictures of the recipes, I normally always make sure to include a picture of the screen that shows the title of the recipe exactly the way it's worded. So this way, when you go in your Thermomix database, you just type that title exactly as is, and the recipe will pop up on your Thermomix for you. Just make sure that you remove the filters that automatically categorize you by the country you're in, because, for example, I'm in the U.S. and some of the recipes are U.S. recipes, some of the recipes are from other parts of the country. So you want to remove the country filter and just filter by the languages you speak. This way you're not missing out on any of the recipes. So if you're noticing that you're looking up a recipe that I'm making and it's not showing up in your database, remove the country filters and I promise it'll show up, okay? So that's that little trick right there for your Thermomix. Because you want to have access to all the recipes, not just the recipes in your country, right? Because a lot of us speak multiple languages and like trying and tasting recipes from all over the world. So open yourself up to the entire database of Thermomix recipes because they are amazing. And there's over 60,000 of them. And I taste, test, try, and share my absolute favorite ones. There's so many that are already vegan, but I also go and adapt a lot of them to be vegan or to be healthier or just add my own little tweaks to it along the way, all right? So, and if you ever have trouble finding one, just send me a DM and I'll be happy to DM you the Thermomix link for it, okay? So whatever you need, girl, I'm here for you. Welcome. I hope you come back and join us every Sunday because we do this every single Sunday, guys. You know that. Those of you who keep coming back every week, I love you guys. And those of you that are new, you can go to rsvp.beginnercooking.com and you can just enter your info and we'll send you a reminder so you don't have to worry about it. We'll send you a reminder 24 hours before we go live. So this way you never miss out on a cooking class and you can cook along with us and you can hang out and learn all this stuff, okay? So yes, we are here to support each other and spread the plant-based love and get everyone loving their plant-based lifestyle and inspire more people to eat more plants, right? Okay. Jane says, deal, meet me at the haunted house. Yes, Tracy West is here. Hi, Tracy. Ada says, I see. Oh, I didn't know the filter thing. That's a really good tip. Thank you for that. Oh, I'm so glad I helped you, sweetheart. Mwah. Anything else, any other tips you need, just let me know. I share a lot of cool things on the site in relation to the robot chef. So like I said, this thing has helped me go vegan. If it wasn't for him, I don't know if I would have been so successful without having like cheat days. Because when I initially tried my first 30-day vegan challenge, I didn't go into that challenge thinking that I was going to be like a full-blown vegan. I'm being honest with you guys right here. I thought that maybe I would be like mostly plant-based and not 100%. But once I got my robot chef and I had a multitude of recipes at my disposal, I was like, wow, there are a lot more options for vegan recipes than I took the time to realize. So once you open your minds to all these different foods and recipes and spices, you'll realize we're not limited with our options here. As a vegan, you don't have to feel like you have to eat the same stuff all the time because we do have lots more options than you realize. And that's why I'm here sharing my favorite ones that I discover from this thing so that you guys can experience that too, because I owe so much of why I'm vegan to this fabulous robot right here. And he knows that. And that's why he's so good to me. Yeah. And I just want to spread that love with you guys and share these recipes with you guys as well, all right? All right, Ada says, and yeah, really enjoying my Thermomix so far. Just wanted some inspiration for stews and one-pot meals to do in the Thermomix. So perfect I found this page. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so happy that I could help you. Definitely some more stews. I have the chickpea curry on here. That's awesome. That's a Thermomix recipe. The curried lentils, that's another really nice stew that's super easy to make. Thermomix recipe that I adapted as well. So definitely check out those ones too, okay? We're getting thumbs up from a lot of people over here. 𝒐𝒄𝒄𝒂𝒏 says it looks really good. Hi, Collide says cool, thanks. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thumbs up from bunch of people. Juan Starvos is here. Thanks for the love, Alina. See, for me, I'm a very intuitive cook, if that makes sense. I enjoy the normal cooking, making up my own recipes and throwing things in the pot and seeing what happens. So it's very new for me to use the Thermomix, but we're about to have a baby, so this is exactly what I need. Congratulations, Ada. Congratulations on your new baby coming. When are you due? And yes, the Thermomix is perfect for moms because moms absolutely need to save time whenever possible, especially in the kitchen. So the Thermomix is going to be super helpful when you become a new mom. So congratulations, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. All right, guys, we are getting close to the end of the class, so I think now is a good time to announce the winner of my inspiration earrings. All right, guys? So, again, if you shared last week's class, you could win the orange earrings. And if you share this week's class, you could win the kiwi earrings. You can share all week long until the next class. We pick the winner right before the next class. So keep on sharing. The more shares, the better the chance you have of winning. All right, guys? So I'm going to announce the winner of the orange earrings right now. Drum roll, please. So this girl, not only did she share last week's class, but she shares my classes all the time. And not only does she share them, she hosts watch parties on her own profiles of my cooking classes. So she has brought in so many viewers to my cooking classes. She has brought in so many people and is trying to help more people to eat more plants, and she is trying so hard herself to eat more plants. She's not vegan yet, and that's okay. That's okay, because she's on her way to a healthier lifestyle that includes more plants. So she's making healthier choices, and I'm so proud of her for that. So congratulations to Alina Silva, the winner of this week's inspiration earrings. Everyone say congratulations to Alina. You have won the orange earrings, and make sure you DM me your shipping address so I can get these out to you tomorrow. And congratulations, sweetheart. I hope that these earrings continue to inspire you to incorporate more plant-based meals in your lifestyle. And if you ever do want to go all the way, vegan, I will be here for you, and I will make sure you get there. And I'm so happy that you're the winner, since we're making Moroccan food today and you are Moroccan. That's even cooler. So I'm so glad that you were today's winner. Congratulations again, sweetheart. I hope you love your inspiration earrings. And to everyone that's here watching today, don't forget to click that share button to enter to win the kiwi earrings. And yeah, I'll be announcing the winner of the kiwi earrings next Sunday. All right, guys, so go to rsvp.veganercooking.com so you can get a reminder before we go live so you don't miss out. All right, guys, this is going to be done in less than a minute. We're going to pour it on top of our couscous, and then we get to eat. All right, guys, so we're almost done. We're about to wrap. If there's any last minute questions or anything about the recipe, about plant-based lifestyle, about trying to transition, about any struggles you're going through, let me know, because we only have a few minutes left. But this was so much fun, as always. I love doing this with you guys every week. You guys are gonna love this Moroccan, deliciously flavorful recipe. I can't wait for you guys to eat it, taste it, enjoy it, send me pictures of it so I can repost it. And I really can't wait to get dressed up with you next Sunday while we make a really fun Halloween recipe in our costumes, right, guys? Just because it's COVID time doesn't mean we can't still get dressed up and have some Halloween fun, right? Right? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Marie says, ooh. Ada says, congratulations, lovely. Marie says, congratulations, Alina. Jane Wright says, love them. That's right, Jane was an earlier winner. Jane has her inspiration earrings. I hope that you continue to wear them and spread that plant-based love. All right, guys, our tagine is done. Our tagine is done. Look at this. Look at this. Do you see how delicious that looks? Oh, if you can only smell that. If you can only smell what my apartment smells like right now. My gosh. All right, guys. So now you're going to pour this over your couscous, and that's it. That's it, guys. It's done. It's done. Oh my gosh. So if you want to garnish it with some toppings, I recommend fresh mint leaves or some fresh cilantro, okay? Either of that would be awesome to make it look pretty, okay? Because cilantro and mint go great with this recipe. So let me go ahead and get my fresh cilantro. I actually have fresh cilantro and mint growing in my own little in-home AeroGarden, which is back there in that corner there. So that is where I get my cilantro and mint from. Yes, Manhattanites can grow their own plants too. It's possible. You just have to be very strategic with which plants you pick because you can only grow so many. So I have a 6-pot arrow garden. So I chose which ones, the herbs that I use the most often. But yes, here's our tagine, guys. Can you see it? Can you see? I'm trying not to spill or burn myself, but I hope you can see how gorgeous this tagine looks. I can't wait to eat this. I wish I could share it and serve it to all you guys so you can enjoy it with me right now. Ah, this smell, I'm telling you, is gonna change your life. Wait till you smell this. You're gonna be like, oh my God, Cheryl was not kidding me. She was not kidding me when she told me about the aromas coming out of the Moroccan food. Yes, the Moroccan food flavors are incredible. Oh, this is a better angle. Can you, right? Now you can really see what this bad boy looks like. Yes, guys, yes, you see that? Isn't that something? Oh, I just spilled some. That's okay, that's okay. All right, guys, take one last peek. That's it. Oh, that's heavy. I'm making a mess, but that's okay, because it's time to go eat. It's time to go eat. My favorite time is eating time. Oh, but first I gotta take a couple pictures, right? Because I gotta take pictures for you guys. I'm gonna post some pictures of this. And again, enjoy your Moroccan food, guys. This is my weekly free plant-based cooking class. My name is Cheryl Martinez. I'm the founder of Veganer Cooking. You can get this recipe at 𝑽𝒆𝒈𝒂𝒃𝒍𝒆. And keep on spreading that plant-based love, guys. Congratulations to our weekly winners of our inspiration earrings. Don't forget to keep on spreading that love so you can enter to win today's giveaway. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next Sunday for our Halloween cooking class. Bye, everybody.